The Maurya Empire stands as a pillar in Indian history. It was a period of unprecedented unity. This vast empire stretched across the Indian subcontinent. From the Himalayas and Afghanistan in the north, it extended to the Deccan Plateau in the south. The empire even reached into parts of modern-day Iran. This marked a new era in Indian history. It brought together diverse cultures and people under a single rule. The Mauryan Empire was a period of significant cultural and political development. It left behind a legacy of governance and administration. This legacy deeply influenced later Indian kingdoms. The empire's achievements in art, architecture, and philosophy continue to inspire. The Mauryan period is a testament to the power of unity and wise leadership. It is a golden chapter in the story of India. Before the Mauryas, the Nanda dynasty ruled much of northern India. The Nandas, with their capital at Pataliputra, were known for their military might. They commanded a vast army. This army consisted of infantry, cavalry, and chariots. The Nandas also possessed a fearsome war elephant contingent. These elephants, often adorned with armor and weapons, were formidable in battle. Despite their military strength, the Nandas were unpopular. They were seen as oppressive rulers. Their tax system was burdensome. It extracted heavy levies from the populace. This fueled resentment among the people. The Nandas' focus on military expansion came at the cost of their subjects' well-being. This created an environment ripe for rebellion. It was in this climate of discontent that a young Chandragupta Maurya, guided by the astute Chanakya, rose to challenge the Nandas. Chandragupta Maurya was a visionary leader. He possessed ambition, courage, and a keen strategic mind. Born into humble circumstances, Chandragupta rose to prominence with the guidance of Chanakya. Chanakya was a brilliant strategist and author of the Arthashastra, a treatise on statecraft and political philosophy. Chanakya recognized Chandragupta's potential. He mentored him, providing invaluable political and strategic advice. Together, Chandragupta and Chanakya formed a formidable alliance. They rallied support from various quarters. This included disgruntled groups within the Nanda kingdom. Their strategy involved exploiting the weaknesses of the Nandas. They capitalized on the simmering discontent among the populace. Chandragupta's charisma and Chanakya's shrewd tactics proved to be a potent combination. They successfully challenged and ultimately overthrew the Nanda dynasty. This victory marked the beginning of the Maurya Empire. In 321 BCE, Chandragupta Maurya, with Pataliputra as his capital, established his rule. This ushered in a new era in Indian history. Chandragupta Maurya's reign marked a turning point in Indian history. He laid the foundation for a powerful and centralized empire. His rule extended across northern and central India. Realizing the importance of efficient administration, he established a well-structured bureaucracy. This bureaucracy oversaw various aspects of governance. This included tax collection, law enforcement, and infrastructure development. Recognizing the importance of trade, Chandragupta implemented policies to facilitate commerce. He improved existing roads and built new ones. This connected various parts of the empire and facilitated the movement of goods and people. He also established a standardized system of weights and measures. This boosted trade by ensuring fairness in transactions. Bindusara, the son of Chandragupta Maurya, ascended the throne after his father's reign. Bindusara continued his father's legacy of expansion. He focused his efforts on extending the empire's southern frontiers. He led successful military campaigns into the Deccan Plateau. This brought vast new territories under Mauryan control. Bindusara's reign saw the consolidation of Mauryan power in the south. He established administrative centers in newly conquered regions. This ensured effective control and integration into the empire. However, unlike his father, Bindusara's policies were less focused on diplomacy. He preferred a more direct and assertive approach in dealing with neighboring kingdoms. This period also saw continued emphasis on trade and infrastructure development. Bindusara's reign further solidified the Mauryan Empire as a dominant force in the Indian subcontinent. Section 6. Ashoka's Rise and the Kalinga War. Ashoka, the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya, is arguably the most renowned Mauryan ruler. Ashoka inherited a vast and prosperous empire. In the initial years of his reign, he followed the traditional path of expansion through military conquest. The defining moment of Ashoka's life was the Kalinga War. In 262 BCE, Ashoka launched a massive military campaign to conquer Kalinga, a prosperous region in eastern India. The Kalinga War was a brutal and bloody conflict. It resulted in widespread death and destruction. The sheer scale of human suffering witnessed in Kalinga deeply affected Ashoka. The horrors of war filled him with remorse and led to a profound transformation in his personality and ideology. Section 7. The Dharma of Ashoka. The Kalinga War proved to be a turning point in Ashoka's life. It marked a profound shift from military conquest to a policy of non-violence and righteousness. Ashoka embraced Buddhism, deeply moved by its teachings of compassion and peace. He dedicated the rest of his reign to promoting Buddhism and establishing a just and moral society based on the principles of Dharma. Ashoka's concept of Dharma extended beyond religious boundaries. It encompassed principles of non-violence, tolerance, compassion for all living beings, obedience to parents, respect for elders, and generosity towards the less fortunate. To disseminate his message of Dharma, Ashoka had edicts inscribed on pillars and rocks throughout his empire. Section 8. The Fall of the Mauryas. The Mauryan Empire, which had flourished under the reign of Ashoka, began to decline following his death in 232 BCE. The reasons for this decline are complex and multifaceted. One factor was the vastness of the empire itself. Maintaining such a large and diverse empire posed significant administrative challenges. Successive rulers after Ashoka lacked his vision and administrative capabilities. Internal strife and regional rebellions weakened the empire from within. Provinces seeking greater autonomy challenged the central authority of the Mauryan rulers. The Mauryan Empire, once a symbol of unity and prosperity, fragmented into smaller kingdoms. The assassination of the last Mauryan ruler, Brihadratha, by his own general, Pushyamitra Shunga, in 185 BCE, marked the definitive end of the Mauryan Empire. Section 9. The Enduring Legacy. The Mauryan Empire, despite its eventual decline, left an indelible mark on Indian history. Its legacy continues to shape Indian society and culture. One of the most enduring contributions of the Mauryas was their sophisticated administrative system. The Mauryan Empire was one of the earliest empires in India to have a centralized and well-organized system of governance. This system, characterized by a hierarchical bureaucracy, a standardized legal code, and an efficient tax collection system, served as a model for later Indian empires and kingdoms. The Mauryan Empire played a pivotal role in promoting trade and commerce. Chandragupta Maurya's policies, such as the construction of roads, the establishment of a standardized system of weights and measures, and the provision of security for traders, facilitated the growth of trade within the empire and with neighboring regions. This led to economic prosperity and cultural exchange.